Guys, it's Hook here. Today I'm going to show you the easiest way I found to unlock all three of the Zealot class-specific trophies / achievements / penances. These are buying time for hitting an enemy sniper from more than 40 meters away using a stun grenade, shocking stuff for killing 40 stunned enemies on Malice difficulty or higher within 10 seconds, and Abhor the Mutant for using your Chastise the Wicked skill to dash forward and kill a mutant with a melee attack. Okay, let's start with buying time. This is the stun grenade you'll want to use. If you can, I would upgrade it because it has a 50% increased radius when you do. Snipers appear randomly in all of the missions, but there does seem to be a guaranteed spawn or near enough to it on the final campaign mission. So here we are near the final part of the final mission, Dark Communion. The final objective is behind us. We've just run across this bridge, and this sniper normally does spawn behind us on the balcony over there. So now we're just going to use the stun grenade, lob it over there, and try and get it close to him. And hopefully you too will unlock the buying time trophy / achievement and its associated penance. Okay, let's do shocking stuff now. Again, we're going to use the stun grenade or its upgraded variant. And we do want to use a weapon that can kill a lot of enemies fast. So I'm using a flamethrower. Doesn't have to be super upgraded, just upgrade what you can. A key component of getting this unlocked is getting enough enemies grouped close enough together that can be stunned and killed. So I'm using the Mortis Trials on Malice difficulty. Malice because it has a few more enemies. Now I am doing this in a private match with a friend and 2 bots. Check out the section at the end of the video for how you can try and start these matches completely solo if you don't have somebody to do this with. Any of the 3 maps you get in the Mortis Trials will work for this. Just look for an area similar to the one I'm going to show you. So this is what it looks like when we spawn in, and ahead of us is the trigger to start the Mortis Trial. And the area we're going to use to group up the enemies is to the right up there. So here we go. I'm just going to show you what that looks like. As we turn to the right, and it's this area down here that I intend to stand in and let the enemies funnel towards me. So my intention here was that the enemies all gather up in front of me right here, but as you can see, the enemies have grouped up around the bots, up at the choke point, up the ramp, so I'm going to head up there. So now I throw the grenade, and then use the flamethrower, and just keep firing until that achievement or penance pops. If you don't get it the first time, then you have a few more grenades and you can just go to the next round and try again. Okay, up next, Abhor the Mutant. This is the Chastise the Wicked skill that you need to be using, or you can use its upgraded variant, Fury of the Faithful. Since you do need to land the killing blow while you're charging, you're going to need to use a weapon that's got a high level of damage. I use the Heavy Eviscerator, and just put whatever mastery points you can towards it, and whatever damage-related perks you've got towards it. I used the Rolling Steel mission for this, which you find in your mission screen, under the Special Assignments Road to No Man's Land section. I did this on Uprising difficulty, and I did this on a private match with a friend, but check out the end of the video for how you can do these solo with bots if you want to. So I'm going to break this down piece by piece, and then we'll show it all again in real time. So here is our mutant that spawned, who is busy beating up one of the bots. So I move closer, and now I'm holding the trigger to charge the heavy attack. Now I'm still holding that trigger, and now I'm going to execute the Chastise the Wicked skill to rush forward. And then while I'm rushing forward, I'm going to release that trigger so the heavy attack lands and hopefully kills the mutant. Let's look at all of that again in real time. You may have to attempt this a couple of times. I found the timing to be really finicky. But you will eventually unlock Abhor the Mutant, trophy / achievement, and its associated penance. Okay, let's talk about how to play with bots. While you do need a friend to start a true private match, you can play matches with all bots if you make a few changes to the game options and the way you start missions. Note, the method I'm showing you works on console, but probably won't work very well on PC. So head into your game options, then interface, then scroll all the way down to the bottom till you find crossplay. And you want to turn crossplay off here. Next, head on over to the mission type that you want to do. I'm going to show you Mortis Trials, but this will work with any type of mission. And when you get into the mission screen, select Mission Terminal options. And the server that's shown at the top there is your default matchmaking server for the region that you live in. We are going to change it to something else. I live in the USA, and the time I'm recording this, it's mid-morning for me, but my phone tells me that it's the middle of the night in Australia. So I'm going to set this to South Pacific, and then go start a normal public match of Mortis Trials. But because I have crossplay off and we're searching in a matchmaking server in Australia in the middle of the night, it will hopefully fail to find any other players. And good, it did not find any other players, so I'm just going to ready up immediately in the lobby here. And now I have started my Mortis Trials match, and I have 3 bots with me. Now remember, it is a public game, so technically people still could join at any time, but again, because crossplay is off and the server is in Australia and it's in the middle of the night, I should be fairly good to run this mission however I like, just with bots. If you want to play with bots, then give this a try, maybe it'll work for you too. And that's it, guys. That's how you can easily unlock all 3 of the class-specific trophies for the Zealot and unlock their related penances. Hope that helps, and I'll catch you in the next one.